All right. In the finals here, got the choice. We'll play first, and we'll keep. Got all three colors. We've got, we don't have anything cheap necessarily, but still pretty good hand. I like all three colors. I like the 4 drops we have. And there's a lot of 3 drops at least in this deck to possibly turn on our Heart Piercer. Ooh, Tormenting Voice. Kind of a good draw here. So we'll bust it, and we don't need another red source. I don't think. No, we don't. So we'll discard that. Okay. Still looking pretty good. Get to do a turn 3 Chief of the Edge. Possibly turn 4 Scavenger. Tormenting Voice. Kind of a good card. I like it. Alright. Little Smoke Teller. Yeah, so now we play Scoured Barrens plus Chief of the Edge. He likely doesn't attack with Smoke Teller, although it's possible. I'm surprised, but so far I like it. Sets us up for a nice Heart Piercer. I'll attack into a morph for sure. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Still think I can attack in here. I guess I don't have to though. If I attack in, he just trades with a Horde Chief, and then I play a Heart Piercer killing a Smoke Teller. I could probably do better than that. Let's I was gonna say let's drop the Scavenger, but I think I'm actually gonna drop the Kieran. The reason being, I may need that Delve for Shambling Attendants, and I don't know. I mean, because of the Chief, it might have been better to get the 4 power guy up, but I do like the Vigilance on the Kieran. It's nice to be able to swing in with Kieran and still stay back and block. Kind of want him to just play a Morph. Beautiful. So now we get some Omega value on him, because no one ever expects the Heart Piercer. Alright. Pretty straightforward play here. See what we got. Sage Eye Harrier. Well, not the best, but we'll take it. Another Armament Core. Jeesh. Well, I do have a Rite of the Serpent for when I eventually find some mana. I can probably trade something here. Yeah, I think we just double block the Horde Chief, actually. He gets my Chief of the Edge. I think that's okay. We get to slam an Attendance here. I'm thinking, right? What do we got? 5, 6, 7, 8 after this dies? Yeah. So we'll drop the Attendance, and then we've got Kieran coming in the air, and he still doesn't have a good attack. Plus, we're building towards our Right of the Serpent, so seems pretty good. I guess we should just attack first here. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna block. Probably a throttle, I guess, but I'm gonna block anyway. Could have feet of resistance. All right. Well, I'm just gonna Right of the Serpent, so it's not the end of the world. All right. Can handle that. So now we just... Ooh. It's kind of good. I think we just swing for 2, Right of the Serpent, his big dude still, stay on point. We're going to miss out on that trigger, but I don't feel like taking a bunch of damage next turn, so let's just take out his big dude. He had double feet? Well, I can't beat that. That's just too good to beat. It's an excellent... his top 13 cards were really good. He had some excellent top 13 cards. Because we were like rolling out the gates hard there, and he still managed to maintain this kind of board state. That's amazing. That's really impressive. And he has that too. Wow. Off the top, pretty impressive. So he wipes my board, and it's a pretty nightmare situation. Not much I can do about it. I have to block everything on here. Wow. Pretty harsh. So I lose everything. He has a huge board state, and I have no means of recovery in my hand. Pretty brutal blowout there with the double feet of resistance. That was about as good for him as I think he could ask for. Butcher's nice card, but unfortunately doesn't quite do enough. I guess I just play this for 1, and then we'll drop the Butcher. And then we'll pass. This way, I keep back the Smoke Teller, the Student. I have to take 6 from the Armament Core, which isn't ideal, but may not have a choice. No follow-up play, very nice. War Behemoth, also nice. Can't quite block the Armament Core. I do need to gain some life, however. Unfortunately, he does have lethal. I think I gotta sack my Scavenger to get the lifelink. And then hard cast the Behemoth or play the Bloodflies. If I'm sacking, I kind of want to play the Bloodflies. But if I go up to 10, I have to block kind of a tough spot. Yeah, it's a tough spot. I think I could just give vigilance. That way it keeps back the rest of his army. But no, it's still just not enough. It's just not enough. I'm trying to think of my best play here. So I play the Behemoth, hard cast, swing for 5. I have Scavenger and Behemoth on defense to potentially double block the Armament Core, or if he swings with everything, chump the Armament Core plus block a Smoke Teller. That might be the best I got. I do feel like I need to get in with the Butcher here, though. And I can't really give vigilance, I don't think. Let's play the Behemoth. Just because it makes better use of the mana. Let's get in with Butcher. See how he attacks next turn. If he attacks with everything, I'm going to chump block Armament Core, kill Smoke Teller, take 2, possibly 3 from Jeskai Student. Or possibly more if he has another buff spell of some sort. Alright, so he is doing the Balls to the Wall attack. So we're just going to eat his Smoke Teller, chump block the Armament Core. Jeez, that's a big dude. Land draw there was pretty bad. We kind of needed something else to get back in this, unfortunately. I'm trying to think what I can do. Well, I can play this. Yeah, this is tough. Does leaving back the Butcher do any good for me? It's a legitimate question. I'm going to have to chump block next turn regardless. But then I can sack and give lifelink, I guess. I don't know if I'm doing this right. I'm possibly not, but I don't know how to do it correctly. I can't see the angle correctly here. If I attack with Butcher now, he goes to 6. He swings with Team. I chump. Otherwise, I guess the best is not to attack, and that way I chump and then sack the chumper to this to give it lifelink. This goes up to 3, and I can, okay. I think I see what I have to do. It's not very ideal, but I don't know how else I really win, because if he was at 10, it would actually be a completely different story. I could just swing and then ride that out, but unfortunately I've got to keep back on defense here. trying to think if I can hold back the student and warrior if they were to swing, but he didn't give us that luxury. All right. So I think the play is block here, and here, and then we sack the behemoth for lifelink. And he can only kill the butcher. At least the swarm's getting a little bit bigger. So we sack this guy. Dude gets bigger. We take lifelink. Kill the Loxodon. Get a couple more triggers. Kind of need a creature off the top here. There's a good one. This actually works kind of nicely. So now I can swing for 5, play the behemoth, chump block the armament core, and have lethal. And we're at least out of Smite the Monstrous and Throttle range, which is nice too. Not out of Rite of the Serpent range, but we'll see here. Okay, Witness of the Ages comes down. Can't really attack with Armament Core, he knows that. Ooh, debilitating injury. So we win. We kill his warrior. Our guy gets bigger, and we win. I think our opponent's probably just as surprised as we are that we overcame this game. Considering we went through double Feat of Resistance and Roar of Challenge for a lot of value, very surprised. Happily surprised we won that. Now, did I go about winning this the most efficient way? It's tough to know. I'm not sure if I maximized Butcher of the Horde, but I'm pretty satisfied with the end result, so it did work out for us. Playing against a pretty impressive deck. I mean, Feat of Resistance is nothing to scoff at. Feat of Resistance is very good. Rotting Mastodon can block a lot of stuff. Might actually be valuable here. We do have the double War Behemoth, though, which are just, in my opinion, just better. Do I not want Dragon Throne in this match? I'm not sure. We had end hostilities to kind of bring back the board state at some point, too. I think we're actually geared okay. Let's just try it again. No red source with a Tormenting Voice. Not really liking this hand. I mean, it does have a kill shot, though, which is good. We have 4 sources of red in the deck. No creatures, though, on the draw. Our opponent's not hyper aggressive, I don't think, but he can be. He has Horde Chief. He has Jeskai Student. This hand could be problematic, but it's tough. We're running 18 lands, so we have a decent amount of chance of getting flooded, but if we can find a red source, the Tormenting Voice gets better. Kill shot is okay. It's tough. On the draw, I have to assume we're on the draw. Right? Someone told me I can check by like looking, but I don't know. I always forget. We are on the draw. This is risky. I'm gonna keep it. It's a risky hand, I admit. It's against my better judgment, but trying to think how I can justify keeping this hand. I guess the kill shot, is that what does it? I feel like the kill shot is the justification. And if I can find a red source, the Tormenting Voice is very nice. And we're not an aggro deck, so if I can't put pressure on my opponent right away, it's like not the end of the world. He also doesn't know about our end hostilities yet, which is good news. So we can kind of value our way back into this game. We are going to kill shot. He has double feet of resistance, but it's okay. All right. Now I'm trying to think. If he had feet of resistance, would he have played it there? Something to keep in mind. Perhaps not, because he preferred the 4-2. Could be. There's our red source, so let's go ahead and do this. Digging for a debilitating injury. Unfortunately, did not find it, but next turn we've got our shambling attendants, so that's good news. That way we'll force him to sort of progress his board a little bit. Although I guess if he plays in, I was going to say, if he played an armament core there, I would have ended hostilities, but let's see what he does play before we decide. Got a lot of lands in hand, but that was the risk. The Tormenting Voice was sort of supposed to alleviate some of that. Horde Chief's not bad. I think we just play attendance and then pass. Try and get some good use out of our end hostilities. So I guess I block any feats of resistance. If I don't block and then swing next turn and then play a Horde Chief follow-up, then I'm out of gas. I kind of want something to... We may have to just end hostilities here after he feats. Like, I can't just... The problem is I can't just afford to take 4, you know? It's tough. Maybe he'll play something here. All right, well, that made it worth it. He's only got 1 card left in hand, so that definitely made it worth it. Oof. Land draw there's a little rough. All right, so we get some good value. Abzan Guide and Woolly Loxodon? Sheesh. Another morph. Damn. All right, well, going to need some non-landers, unfortunately, to get back in this game. I'm not sure we can do it unless we draw some non-landers. But if we do, then I think we're looking good. We have a lot of creatures in removal to draw. Butcher of the Horde being a big one, of course. Can't really block his morph very comfortably. Geez, another one? Our opponent's got a good deck and he's drawing well. This is challenging. Ooh, that was a pretty sexy draw. Especially since he can't afford to do Feat of Resistance and he's got one card in hand. Opponent's deck is very good though. A lot of powerful creatures here. Seeker is no exception. And a student. Alright. That was a good draw. Guess we swing in. Oh yeah, because he's got the student. Never mind. Another Abzan Guide? Our opponent's got a lot of good stuff in his deck. Do I have Smite the Monstrous in mind? Maybe that was something I needed to... Or did I not take one? I don't think I took one, unfortunately. Not really leaving me a ton of options here. Yeah, let's get rid of the Seeker. Which is just better than Student. I don't get to attack, but got a lot of draws we could get that are pretty beneficial here. But like I said, our opponent's deck is very good. Look at all those creatures in his yard. They're all very, very good creatures. Ooh, it's a sexy draw. Good kill shot, I guess. Or Feat of Resistance. Alright, looks like he's got the feet. No other reason to really block there. Oh wow, that's even more brutal. Our opponent's deck is great. He's drawing hot, but he's got a great deck. He's definitely drawing hot though. Our opponent is drawing very hot. Because like, I believe we did we only 3 for 2? Or did we 3 for 1? I'm not sure. We 3 for 1. We 3 for 1 with end hostilities, and he's still really not missing a beat. I mean, I think he's missed a beat maybe 1 or 2 turns, but we've missed way more beats than our opponent has. There, he missed a beat there. Very nice. We'll keep the Bondkin and Illusion for now. It's pretty good. I've never seen, that's actually the first time I've seen hardened scales. Oh, followed up with the armament core? That'd be pretty sick. Abzan Ascendancy? Wow. Our opponent's deck is really good. Guess I gotta take 5. So the question now, I gotta leave both my guys back, I guess, to block the Just Guy student, but If he has any spell, I'm just sort of screwed. And he gets a flyer out of it. Sheesh. Well, I can't. The problem is I can't race him. I needed to keep this in illusion so he doesn't know that I can do something, I guess. Although I guess now that I've drawn the Krumar, I guess I don't have to. Alright, so I'm under 10 minutes too, so I need to sort of pick up the pace a little bit. Still bash with Bonkin. See if he's got a spell. It's interesting. Kind of curious why he didn't block there if he left his guy back. Does that seem strange to anybody else? Oh, wow. I think we just play it safe here. What's playing it safe mean? I guess just Bonkin and Scavenger. I could have given this haste and threatened lethal by sacking my Horde Chief, but I feel like since we're ahead, it makes more sense to do this. This does allow him to trade, I guess. Or potentially get a good feed resistance play or something, but Windstorm. Well, he got the best blowout play he could have asked for, I guess. All right. Yeah, that was a blowout. Was not playing around that at all, obviously. So that, unfortunately, that cost us pretty much everything. It's the only card in the format I can think of that would have changed that board state that drastically there. I'm trying to think what he saw game. Oh, he did see the, and then he gets a armament core off the top. Well, it was, I guess the worst sequence of events that could have happened in this game did just happen, but shrug. I don't know what to do about it. My opponent's got a good deck and he's drawing extremely well. I thought we were drawing, I mean, we are drawing well too, but holy crap is our opponent drawing well. Like I said, our opponent's really only missed a couple beats, and getting that Windstorm into Armament Core off the top is about as nightmarish as it could get, I think. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm not sure that I can afford to take 5, but I can't kill it. I don't know what. I'm just going to take it. I think we're kind of screwed. I think we actually just are going to lose because I can't deal with the Ascendancy. So I guess I have to draw better first and foremost. I'm going to have to draw real hot to beat this deck. I don't know how else we win. Yeah, I might just want to concede. I've only got 7.5 minutes. I guess I probably just concede. There's no road to recovery that I know of. So that's sad. yeah, I'm really disappointed with that. I wish that had gone differently, but shrug. I don't know what to do about it. That's pretty crazy. Um, yeah, like I said, I think Windstorm is literally the only card in the format that would drastically flip a board state that much. Sadly for us. So our opponents, hats off to them. Very impressive drawing. Very, very impressive. Windstorm into Armament Core. Even the funny thing is, if it had been opposite draws, if he'd gone Armament Core into Windstorm, we would have won the game. So it's just very unfortunate for us, fortunate for him, I suppose. Do I want the Dragon Throne? Do we have stalled board states? Not really. I think I just have to hope to outvalue him somehow. I don't know how. All of his stuff seems more valuable than us. I kind of need everything in this deck, though, don't I? I do want to get rid of Abzan Ascendancy, though. It's going to be a tough card to beat. Problem is it still pumps all his guys. I guess we have to ditch the Dragon Throne. I think it's a little bit too clunky to try and win with. This is I feel like a very difficult match to win. All right, I gotta really play quick here too. All right, this is a great hand. No red source for the Tormenting Voice, but still definitely good. Potentially a very nice turn progression. This works out for us. All right, not ideal, unfortunately, but no, just not ideal. I don't know what to do. I want to guess we swing. I don't want to make this trade. I really don't, but I'm going to. It's going to make our Delve guys cheaper. I really wish I didn't have to make this trade, but once again, shrug the shoulders. Don't know what to do about it. I'm in kind of a rush to get dudes down. I can't really afford to sit back on a Chief of the Edge when our opponent's just going to be playing more creatures and higher value stuff. Opponent's deck is very good. Been saying that a lot, but it keeps ringing true in my mind. All right, get rid of the morph. Sadly, a Sagu Archer, which is implying he just played that as bait. Successfully, might I add. Now that one looks like it's probably the good creature, huh? That's probably the Abzan guide. Well, if we get a land and it is an Abzan guide and he unmorphs it next turn, we can kill it. So we've got that going for us. It's probably a fairly safe assumption that it's a Abzan guide. Yep, so he played us like read us like a book. Played right into our debilitating injury with his more underwhelming creature, baited us successfully, so that's tough. I still don't have my red source, which is also very tough, but can't do anything about it. Name of this game should be Can't Do Anything About It. That's how I felt this whole match. I'm surprised I got that game won after how impressive his deck is. And how well it's playing for him. I mean, it's just playing amazingly well. Like I said, the fact that we got that game one is very surprising. So, gotta unfortunately play into his hands once again. So, you can kill our Horde Chief with a Feat of Resistance. I guess I'd rather have him feat now, so if I draw a land, I can Rite of the Serpent, his Abzan Guide. Maybe he has a throttle or something, I don't know. Oh. Well, let's let him resolve that first, I guess. Choose your color. So, gets no kills. It's kind of nice. Does gain a bunch of life, though. So, probably should have placed the Horde Chief first. I don't know what else. Maybe he thought it was... Well, if it was going to be a Bond can, he would have traded. So, I don't know exactly what he was thinking on that one. That was a good draw. Especially after the feat. I think that might have been a misplay on his part. I mean, knowing how good his deck is, he probably just has a couple Woolly Loxodons in hand he's waiting to jam, but we'll see. Alpine Grizzly, all right. And a Seeker. 5 minutes on my clock. No red source yet, still very much, unfortunately for us. So we just swing in with that, play a land and pass. Just going to click fast with under 5 minutes. I don't know what he has. So I think I'm just going to block here because I don't know what else exactly to do. Could have feet to take out our tokens, I guess. All right. Still in okay shape here. Trade a couple tokens for Grizzly. Do lose our War Behemoth, but not the end of the world. Heart Piercer off the top, or Heart Piercer, a mountain or red source would be nice. Well, not quite a red source, but I guess we are resigned to accept. Horde Chief's not bad here, I guess. Yeah, it's pretty tough. I wish I could do something about that. I think I might have to take the damage here, as much as I loathe to say it. The problem is, if I double block, I'm going to lose my swarm, so I think I just have to take a bajillion this turn, sadly for us. I kind of feel like the swarm of bloodflies is kind of important. War Behemoth's a great draw. At least he's in top deck mode. Unfortunately, he's got a great deck, so top deck mode's just not that bad for him. I mean, he's got another guide. We have to deal with 2 Woolly Loxodons in the deck. One card in hand. I think that I double block the Seeker. If he has Feat of Resistance, he can't kill my Behemoth. And if he kills the Horde Chief, my guy gets bigger. So let's just double block the Lifelinker. He also is running Windstorm in his deck, so could also be a draw. Alright, so he did have the Windstorm, so we're going to lose our Swarm, which is unfortunate, but nothing to be done about that. So red source, and we can at least take care of the Spirit. Can't, I guess I pocket lands for now. It's unfortunate. I mean, I'm clearly blocking. Of course not going to take damage here. Kill shot's actually not bad, but still definitely going to need a red source. Can't really afford to use the kill shot just yet either. Alright. Just need a red source. Guess we swing. Play Horde Chief. May not have needed the extra warrior, but I guess we'll find out. I do still have end hostilities, I think, so got that going for me. Alright. God, I guess that's a Loxodon. I've got 2.5 minutes to do 22 damage. It's going to be challenging. I still haven't found a red source yet, which is a problem. I want to leave up kill shot. It's kind of telegraphing it, but I don't mind. Got to click really fast here. Alright, well, guess we're likely to kill shot that. Although, he's not likely to attack with it, I guess. I got to start getting in with my shambling attendants. I guess I could kill shot his Spirit, but I don't know how we quite get out of this unless I get a flyer, I guess. I think I might have just used too much time. I'm kind of in a tough spot now where I have to rush to make plays, but I've got a lot of work to do. I can't really afford to kill shot the Spirit yet either. Protection from white, so he did know about the kill shot. So I basically have to save kill shot now for spirit. There's our red source. I'd like to say better late than never, but fortunately I think it's just too late. Just too late. Alright, so we'll do that. I think we'll Tormenting Voice. Oh, I can't discard anything. Alright, let's just pass. Got kill shot, I guess, for the spirit. Less than 2 minutes on the clock. I got a lot of work to do. And I can't do anything about the spirits he's going to get from these. I didn't find my erase. Is that 3 feet of resistance? Wow. Jeez. I don't know what to say, man. Our opponent's deck, hats off to him. Hats off to our opponent's deck. Much better than ours. Wow. Just really surprised. But yeah, our opponent's deck was really good. I don't know what else to say. He drew well. He did draw well, but we at least weren't drawing horribly. So all right, I guess we'll see you for the next draft.